So let's see how we can move all of these strategies into their own classes. So if I take a look here at what these functions need, they need to take in the model, and that's pretty much it from the looks of it, right? So all right, let's go ahead and create a new interface here. I'll call this let's see, I position and strategy, and we'll make this an interface, and I'll call the function maybe choose position, and I'll go ahead and pass in the model. So we'll say I tic-tac-toe model. All right, and then I'll create a new class here, and I'll say for example play any open piece, play any open space. All right, and then this strategy, maybe I should have called it play any open space strategy. Let me refactor that. So we'll say play any open space strategy. There we go. And we'll say this implements the I position and strategy. Let's go ahead and implement the interface now. I will need a constructor. Tic-tac-toe model, and let's go ahead and create our constructor. There we go. And now I'll go ahead to where the code is. So I will let me zoom out a little bit here. I will take my play any open spot. So I will we'll take this code, right, and I will put it in the my strategy that I just created. All right, and I can go back to my controller, and then I can just say here, you know, what did we call it again? I position and strategy equals new play any open spot strategy, and then I'll pass in the model, and then I can just say here return strategy dot choose position and oh, actually I don't need to pass in the model anymore, right? Because I actually passed in the constructor. So I mean, you could do it either way. I guess since I'm passing the model here, there is no need for me to to make a constructor. So I'll just get rid of that. All right, so and we'll take the model from here, and then I'll put it in here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for try to play a corner. All right, so we'll say new Java class, try to play a corner strategy, and we'll say implements I position and strategy. All right, and I'm going to go back to my model, to my controller, I'm sorry, and then I'll take this code here, and I'll go to my corner strategy and put the code here. All right, so now I can here we go. I can go back to my controller, and then I'll say here I position and strategy strategy equals new, what do we call it? Try to play a corner strategy, right? And we'll say return strategy dot choose position model. All right, and I'll get all of this now. Try to block, right? So we'll make that one. So we'll say try to block strategy, and we'll say implement I position and strategy. We'll take the code from the from here. I think I also need to get the helper. It wasn't tried to block. I think it's was it find gap? I forget which one. Yeah, it was try to block, but we need both. We need both of these. So I'll take this one, find gap at, because that's the helper one, I believe. We'll put it here. We'll make this private, and then we'll go back to my controller, and we'll take my try to block code right there. We'll go to my try to block strategy, and we'll put it here. All right, that looks good. So now I'll go to the controller, and I'll say I position and strategy equals new try to block strategy, and we'll say return strategy dot choose position model. All right, now the last thing that I have left over is this function here. Okay, so the way I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make this a strategy itself. It's just a strategy composed of sub-strategies. So I will go ahead and make a new Java class, and I'll say, let's see, medium difficulty AI strategy. There we go. All right, and then I'll say implement I position and strategy. And here's where things are going to get a little bit interesting. I'm going to create an array list of strategies. So we'll say strategies equal. All right, let's go ahead and import the list class here, and then I'll say public medium difficulty strategy, and I'll say I position and strategy dot strategies, right? And then here we'll say strategies equals this dot strategies equals strategies dot clone. And why is this? Oh, okay, this is an array, so we'll say it's an array. All right, let's do it this way. Strategies equals new array list of strategies. I position strategy. You don't like it again? What's wrong this time? All right, there's no such constructor. Is there a list, to list, as list, something? No? All right, then we'll do it the old-fashioned way. So we'll say for I position and strategy s in strategies, this dot strategies dot add s. All right, yeah, not complaining anymore. All right, and then this list here is let's make this private final. This list here is going to contain all the strategies. So in choose position n, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say for I position n strategy s in this dot strategies. Go ahead and try to run the strategy. So I'll say position n equals null, and so we'll say here position n equals s dot choose position n of the model, and we'll say if position n is not equal to null, means the strategy was successful. I'm going to break out of the loop. So essentially what I'm doing is I think once I use this, it will make sense. I'm going through all the strategies and I'm running them one by one. The first one that succeeds, I'm going to break out of the loop and return it. Okay, so now let's see how this will help us. Well, excuse me, if I go now to my controller, I can write this cleaner. So I'll say I position and strategy, I'll say medium difficulty strategy equals new and my strategy was medium difficult AI strategy. You know what, I think I don't like the name here, medium difficulty strategy. We will call this, I'm going to rename this, and I'm going to say AI strategy. All right, so I'm going to say equals new AI strategy. So medium difficulty strategy equals new AI strategy, and here I'm going to put in. So I'm going to say, all right, first try to block. So I'll say new try to what was our try to block? Yeah, try to block strategy. So try to block strategy. So first run this one. If this one fails, then we'll say try to play in a corner. So we'll say new try to play in a corner strategy. And then the last one, let's put this on new line. The last one, it's going to be spaces. The last one is going to be try to play I think an open space, play any open space. I'll say play any open space strategy. Okay, so I've composed 3 strategies in this order, and then I'm going to delete all of this stuff, and I'm going to say return medium difficulty strategy dot choose position n, and then I'll pass in the model. So I'll get rid of the other stuff, the other functions that I hit. So I don't need try to block, try and play any corner. I don't need any of these methods anymore here, because I'm using classes now, so I can get rid of all of these. It's kind of pretty neat, right? So now when I go to my in here, no, I think we're all set in here in play. I think this is pretty neat. If I wanted to create a different type of strategy, well, I will, I can say maybe play easy. So I play easy, I will just say easy strategy equals new. I won't try to block at all, and I'll try to play in a corner and then play any open spot, right? So this is good. The only problem with the remaining, I think, kind of issue is that if I want to change, like you saw here, I still have to modify the controller. So I want to look at an approach that I don't have to modify the controller too. So before I do that though, I'm gonna make the human move be a strategy itself. So I'll say new Java class, and I'll say human strategy. I'll say implement I position and strategy. All right, and then I'll take my my human strategy here, take that out of there, come here and put it in here. I need to pass in the scanner, so I'll do that in the constructor. So public human strategy scanner, and then we'll say here private final scanner, and we'll say this dot scanner equals scanner. Okay, and now I can go here and I'll say return new human strategy scanner dot choose position model. Pretty cool stuff, I think. Right. So yeah, we've done good. The next thing I want to do is abstract this out, so I can pass these strategies when I create the controller. Okay, so I'll stop this video now, and in the next video we're gonna see how we can abstract this out even so we don't have to change the controller. So we're gonna pass the strategies into the controller, so we won't have to modify the controller. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.